Hi Virgo, this is Jess with your April 2017 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So it looks like some of you have come back from a vacation. You've moved and it's been a good move for you. You moved on to a new job, you've moved locations, or you've just moved on from a problematic situation or relationship. But it looks like it was beneficial for you. It looks like you guys are in a better place. I had to say Virgos. I was like, what the heck is going on with Virgos? Like you guys we weren't going through. I'm sorry, you're not a going through it sign for me, at least. No, you're not one of those going through, not like a Scorpio. But it was just all of this kind of constant craziness going on. It kind of looks a little bit better. Let's talk about what is usually always going good for Virgos, which is money, work. It looks good. It looks like some of you have just gotten a new offer for a job. So congratulations. You could have left one job again because now you've gotten a new job. You could have left something that was part-time and that wasn't paying as much, and now you've gotten another job that was paying a lot better. So good for you. Some of you could have recently become permanent on your job and has gotten accolades and, job well done, that sort of thing. Some of you could have once heard that you weren't up for a position, you got the position. If you have your own business, some of you could have found out that, hey, now you're going to get people that's going to work for you, work with you, grant approval, that sort of thing. Anything that at one point you were feeling like, okay, it could have been like all systems go. Actually, no, then yes, that type of thing. So yes, no, yes is what I'm kind of getting. So congratulations for those of you that has kind of cut the fat out of your life and kind of making life a lot more manageable and also more fulfilling, because that's kind of what I'm getting from you guys, is that you're more happy about, where your own personal life is going. And that's always important to a Virgo. Now, I do see the walking away. Yes, but I don't feel like it was dramatic at all. And I feel like, it was some of you, it could have taken the wind out of yourselves, is what I'm trying to say. Because I do see that some of you could have gotten an offer, and then through further investigation of some sort, the offer was taken off the table. Okay. And some of you, because of that, had a hard time recovering from that. So there could have been a long month of time that you were stressing, that you could have lost money. Things just weren't working for you like you thought that they would. So you could have went a month where things weren't working, but now everything seems to be fine. Okay. Some of you with this new job, you're working really hard. You have your own business. You're working really hard. You're being very meticulous about your business. There's something that you're working on. It seems to be new that could have come from a partner, a new person, someone making an offer to you. Cause I keep getting offer. You guys have so many offers. It's not even funny. So if you don't have a job and you are a true Virgo, you don't have anything aspecting you that would challenge you. You don't have like predominantly air, fire, that sort of thing. Get out there and start looking, because there's a lot of opportunities here for you guys, and it will not come out of the blue. It's like there's no Uranus factor here. You have to put the work in. You may go through the same energy of hearing from someone saying that they really like you, then all of a sudden you don't hear from them anymore, and then you get the next job or you get the third job, that sort of thing. But keep looking. Those of you that has gone through this process and now you're working, I do see the training. I do see if you have your own business, you're working really hard. You're being, again, very meticulous about who you work with, who's coming on board. Some one of your partners could have left, and now you're being very, very, again, cautious, meticulous about who is coming on board. Some of you could be getting inspection approval, licensing, that sort of thing. Some of you could be putting on or having to demonstrate your skill set. If you're a beautician, if you do real estate, sales work, that type of thing. And you've worked really hard, and it seems like people are really and truly going to be, utilizing your services. So no worries there. You feel very secure. You guys are feeling extremely secure. A lot of, especially the ones that have their own business, you have worked really hard and you've grown this business and you're going to be very successful in your business. You're saving a lot of money, or you are really keeping your ideas to yourself, keeping your next steps, your next moves to yourself. Okay. You know that that's going to lead you. There's two options that you have. And either way, it's going to lead you to success, but it may be to what way that success you want it to lead to. Okay. One may garner you where you don't have to leave where you're at, and you can, manifest what you want where you need to, where you are now, or you may have to relocate, take a move, that sort of thing. And it may cost for some of you to save money or prioritize yourself, or write out a plan, a 4-month plan. Some of you may be a 4-year plan, but a plan down the line to obtain this particular victory and its goal. Now, I do see that when you left that place, or you were let go from that place, I feel like more of you decided to leave rather than was let go. You left with a vengeance. There's some type of, or if you were disappointed by one thing that happened, when that other thing came in, it was like a blessing in disguise. It was like the best thing for you. Okay. And I see that some of you could have taken a pause with your business. You could have taken a pause with, your job, but I feel like it's more of your business. If you have your own business, you may have to kind of stop it for a minute to really, again, go back to the drawing board, let go of some people, or figure out, this new direction that you're going in. And now you're heading forward with a vengeance. And you may find a great partnership through that, okay, with you and a particular person. There may have been 4 people, one person left, and now it's you and 2 other people. You kind of like take on more of, so it could be you and a couple that you've hired, or you and 2 other people that they work closely together, but you go out and you get the clients, or you close the sale and they manage the people. There's like, you do your own work singular, and there's, if you have 2 other partners, 2 other people that work with you, they work together, they do the same kind of work, and your work is totally separate. I know I'm talking a lot about independent work. I'm getting that so strong, guys. I'm sorry. It's almost like how I used to do my Gemini readings when Geminis were really self-focused and doing a lot of their own like entrepreneurial stuff. I'm getting that a lot from you guys right now. Money is coming in fast. Okay. It's coming in fast. Again, if you need to look for work, you need to find a job, put your resume out there. You may have recently been laid off, lost your job the past 3 weeks, 3 months. Don't focus on that. Just start moving forward, because you're going to connect with the right person, but you have got to, or right company, that sort of thing, but you've got to put it out there, and you're going to start to really get a lot of traction, hearing a lot coming back to you, that sort of thing. Those of you, again, that's working, it looks like you are, the same thing applies. You may be saving for something. You may feel like, you're saving to buy a house. Some of you may be saving to move. So you want to sell your house and move, that sort of thing. You may find just the right couple to do that. In selling this house, there's going to be a lot of money. Like, you may think that you're going to get a certain amount of money, lowballing yourself. And then when it comes in, it could be 60% more than what you even thought you would get for the house. Okay. So, good surprises, just like I think I was telling Cancer, they're going to get not so good surprises down the line, but it looks like you guys are going to get some really good surprises. Like, whatever you're thinking, one is going to compound that by 60. Okay. Income, not losing out income. So that's good. Now, mid-month, I see that some of you guys are going to be taking your business to the next level. I see this thing being able to be like corporation type of business, like a real, force to be reckoned with, that sort of thing. Others of you may be wanting to start a new position in your company. Okay, so you're applying for a new position. Those of you that works in sales or commission-based business, I do see that there's going to be a new way in which you reach out to your clients. Okay, you may be the standout salesperson or rep for your business, because you could have gotten Like you don't know it now, but so many people are impressed with your work that by mid-month you find out through the company that you get an award, an accolade of some sort, or they want you to now start to travel, take your position to the next level because of, the outstanding work that you do. I see that this doesn't come without hard work. You guys have been working and working and working, and some of you feel like you're a slave to just that work, like you are a slave, but it's all going to pay off. I feel like there's going to be this moment of clarity that you're going to have to get, that you're going to get. Okay. And some of you may even realize that, hey, I'm going to have to let go of something. Okay. Because I keep saying that. I'm going to have to let go of something if I really want this thing to be what I've always envisioned, or even more. This thing can be, some of you, it's twofold. Some of you are saying, this thing is going to be more than I envisioned, or it can be as much as I envisioned, but I'm going to have to let something go. I'm going to have to let someone go or let something go. So if you have a threesome situation, there may be a foursome situation, there may maybe someone in that group, especially if you have like a nonprofit, or you came into a business as a group, someone may need to get let go. If you are taking on a job and you have your own business, or two jobs, three jobs, that sort of thing, and now you get this great opportunity and it seems to be panning out, and you've probably been waiting for like your probation period to get over your probation period, and then you realize, okay, I have to let this thing go. It's not going to come without anxiety and stress and worry. Okay, you may be stressing, you may be worrying about a particular situation, letting this situation go. But I feel as we get to the end of April, some of you may still be at a crossroads as to, do I let it go? Do I not let it go? Do I let it go? Do I not let it go? And someone may be, you know, giving you, basically confronting you about, your decision. Wanting to force you to make a decision. Okay, of, are you going to stay there? Are you going to leave? What are you going to do? That sort of thing. Are you going to keep the person? Are we going to let this person go? What are we going to do? I feel like you're not going to be rushed. When the time is right, you're going to move, but you're still going to move slow. So some of you, if you have your full-time job and your business is doing really well, you may scale down to part-time, right? If you can, okay? And you're going to take it step by step. For those of you that may not, like, this business is taking off and you can see that it's taking off, but even in that, it may be worrying you, scaring you, making you feel as though, I'm going too fast. Okay. Even though there's no blockages, there's nothing that's stopping you from going as fast as it's producing for you. You may find yourself scaling back. You may reach out to someone and proposition them to, come in, to the fold. Okay. Bring somebody else into the fold, but how their role is going to be one that slowly evolves over time. It's not like you're going to give them all the kit and caboodle. It's like, I'm going to start you off with this and we see how you do with that. And then we'll take you to the next step. See how you do with that. And I feel like there's going to be a sense of, because of that slowdown, some of you may take the slower approach. You may find balance, but the speed to which the growth was there, the speed to which the company was, the clientele and all that stuff, it may slow down. Okay. There could be like, you needed to make a decision of anything. Okay. Do you leave? Do you stay? Do you leave? Do you stay? And you may, the company, a new company that you could be going to may decide to take you on, not now, but like down the line. Okay. For some of you. Okay. So it's almost like strike while the iron is hot. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose an opportunity, but, don't be so paranoid, because with that paranoia, like at first you're having all of this, move forward. I know what I'm doing. I'm very confident, and all of that energy is manifesting as well. Well, if you start to trip up and second guess yourself and start to get scared and frightened, and then even people are saying, what are you doing? Come on, come on. And you start to slow all the way down, then the energy is going to slow down. Okay. And then all of the results that you were seeing it's not going to stop, but it's going to slow down a bit. Okay. So, as it relates to love, I do see that there is, it looks like for some of you, you may have tried to do some type of threesome situation, but you let one person go. You may be still thinking about this person, but you let that situation go and you're trying to work on a relationship that you have. Working on this relationship that you have may have kind of gotten you out of the doghouse, or someone else gotten them out of the doghouse. Someone was going to leave, or you was not contemplating leaving, but you just couldn't, or they just couldn't. Okay. And now you really want to work on the relationship, and you've been making it a focus of yours. And because of it, it's gained a sense of stability. You're feeling a little more confident about the relationship. But I sense that there's still like some things that you're not 100% like, you're still wanting it to continue to build. You're not 100% sharing all of your thoughts about the situation. It's like you're coming out of a bad place in your relationship, and all it takes is for someone to start to behave properly, right? This, someone wants this. You started out being this, and now all of a sudden it's not this anymore, it's that, and it's all of these things, and someone, it just wants the other person to stay in alignment, right? And I feel like there is a you're going to get, like, you were really working hard, okay, to stabilize the home, stabilize the relationship. And once you do that, you may find yourself like saying, okay, now I can focus on my business. I can focus on myself. I can focus on this other thing because now we're good. Like, the house is good. But it may come with something that you're not necessarily, I keep getting, you're not necessarily sharing, or you're not necessarily speaking about. Now, I'm saying that there could have been some discord, some separation from the relationship, or just discord in the relationship. Okay. Some of you had to go, leave for a minute. And then when you came back, things have been on track with you and your mate. Okay. So some of you, it could have been a problematic situation. You guys took the reins and said, you know what, we're gonna make this thing work, and things have been kind of working. Some of you could have met someone new as a result of leaving someone, and in your travel or relocation, that sort of thing, that move, you met someone new. Okay. And in that move, or meeting someone at the workplace, meeting someone while you've moved, that sort of thing, because somebody that you recently broke up with, they didn't want it. It wasn't going anywhere, or you felt it wasn't going anywhere. You may have felt that the person was immature, was playing games. You left that situation alone. You met this person new. Things are stabilizing. Now you can focus on work. You're feeling very confident about it. But there's some parts of your emotions that you're not wanting to deal with. Could be this heartache from not being with a person from your past. But there's some type of something going on internal. You could be missing someone that you're not really talking about. Now, I do see that there's a lot of tension. You get a lot of tension from people. For those of you that's single, if you guys have reconciled your relationship and gotten back on track, it seems like family is really the focus, and it's a lot of activities. There's a lot of movement. You're probably going on a lot of trips. This is a time in certain areas of the world, particularly in the northern hemisphere, there is a lot of vacations going on, so a lot of family trips and that sort of thing. So there could be a lot of family trips going on with you and your family, your mate, your children, that sort of thing. Or there could be a lot of like family reunions, or just going places with people. Okay, the money's there, so hey, there's no problem there. Now, mid-month, I see that you may be some of you could be thinking about that person from before. Okay. The one that you kind of like left alone, and you may be thinking about, I wonder if I can get that working again with that person. Cause it's kind of like in your subconscious, but you know that, hey, I have to, breathe new breath into this relationship that I have going on. So you've left that alone. But, mid-month, it looks like you're going to be either thinking about, if this what I want, do I really want this relationship, and to make it grow into something more. Some of you may have your relationship, but then you kind of want to be free from it. You kind of want a whole new thing. Some of you are wanting to take a relationship to the next level, okay? Because again, it seems to be a very solid relationship, and now you're looking like, hey, I wonder if we, will get married one day, or maybe you may be thinking about wanting to propose to this person and marry them by mid-month, or definitely by the month of May, when we're in Taurus season. It looks like there could have been a situation where for some of you, you were kind of like, the relationship could have been very toxic, because I see like the relationship at one point was very toxic. It could have involved another person, or there could have just been distance, that sort of thing. And you just felt like you guys were not in it for the right reasons. There's healing here, and the relationship has started to heal. However, there is some worry. I feel worry because you may somebody may try to come back again. Okay, you may hear from somebody again, and then that may make you feel like you're at a crossroads. Like, what do I do? Okay, because that person in your subconscious, you may want to manifesting them, and you may hear from them again. Okay, and one relationship, you may feel like, I'm with this person, but I'm almost chained to this person because you have a family with them, that sort of thing. Another person, you may feel like this person is really, perhaps your soulmate, and will provide the things that you really are looking for. But what do you do? Do you forego your family for your own selfish needs, or do you, fight the good fight and stay with your family, and forego that of where it could possibly be? So if that's the case, then I do see that you may have to make a decision. What are you gonna do? Like, what are you really gonna do? I feel like some of you now may, if the other person is constantly calling you or trying to reach out to you, you may say, hey, although you're in a good place, and the person that you were having problematic situations with in that relationship, the relationship is going well now, or you're in a new relationship and that relationship is going good. You may want to, if you have a really new relationship and everything is going good, and someone from your past is kind of like trying to come back, you may want to try to be a friend to them. Like, you may reach out just a little bit, you know. They like trying to come at you and call you and constantly, but you may text them or you may email them. Something hands off. Like, you're gonna take the hands off approach. Like, try to keep them around, but not keep them around, is what I'm saying. Or yeah, because I see it's more coming from that outside person, that you may say, okay, I'm gonna leave the door unlocked, not cracked, so that they can see that it's open, they can come in. They would have to continue, and then they'll see that there's an opening, but they have to figure it out. That type of thing. You leave it unlocked, but they have to go and twist the knob in order to say, oh, the door's open, and then come in. So it's that type of approach that you'll be taking, because again, everything about that other person is like subconscious. Okay. It's not right, but you almost like kind of can't let the person go to some extent, and therefore you're still like trying to perhaps entertain something again. I do see, however, there's karma attached to this. So if you are thinking about doing something like that, be very mindful, because it's going to be very, it'll something that will come back to you down the line, or it'll circle back around some kind of way. So just be careful with that. I do see that, you're going to realize, for some of you though, that's in this particular situation, you're going to realize, either if you have something good, like you're starting off really good with your mate, a new person that you've met, and that the old person has come back around that you broke up with, or it's your family, your marriage, you live in, mate, serious committed relationship. You're going to, because of this balance that's starting to kind of really find its way through that relationship. Okay, your relationship is getting healthy. You're repairing your relationship. Those of you that's no longer on the fence, but you're working toward really making this relationship solid again and good again. I feel you're going to make a conscious decision to say, no, I'm not going to turn my back on, what was there or what I have going on. I'm going to fight the good fight. I'm going to reconcile the situation. I'm going to work toward keeping the balance. And others of you, if you have a really good relationship that's starting something new, and even though that other person still kind of tugs at your heartstrings or whatever, I feel that you're not going to turn your back on what you have going on to take a risk for something that you feel like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm seeing, which I'm glad to finally see this for you guys, because I've been seeing a lot of weird, you and Leo, you guys. So a lot of you guys that have Leo in you, you have this double energy of like weirdness with relationships lately, not being able to commit to them, not knowing if you want to commit to them, not being secure enough to, take the risk to something that you want to move forward with because you don't feel like it's going to pan out. But then at the same time, you want to do the honorable thing. Like that's been this whole spiel with you guys. So it looks like some of you now are starting to 100% reconnect with the decisions that you're making. And for those of you, I feel that are single, I really would have to pull like separate spreads for singles because it's like the couples dominate the spreads really. But I feel like if you are single, you may be wanting something new with a particular person, and therefore somebody from your past that could have did you wrong. They will be coming back. You may hear from them again, but I don't feel like you guys are gonna give them kind of the time of day because you really want something real. You don't want to incorporate. You don't want to be one of three. You know what I mean? Or if some of you may reach out to someone that you were in that type of situation with that person, and they won't give you the time of day because they don't want to be one of three. You know what I mean? So it's the you guys are getting further and further away from playing games with people. And it's almost seems to me it's going to be like a testing time right now. Of are you going to continue to play the games? Or are you serious now? Are you really serious this time? That sort of thing. So that's what I see for you guys for the month of April. If this resonates with you and if you would like to share, please do so below. We would love to hear from you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, 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 and subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Virgo.